Now let's focus on some knowledge boosters. So I'm going to ask you a few questions and you need to answer them. So the first question is, do you know that what is actually epiglottis? See, epiglottis is a flap-like structure which prevents the entry of food into the windpipe. So when we are swallowing the food, so it closes the windpipe so that the food must stay in the food pipe and it should not go in the windpipe. So you can answer in this way that epiglottis is a flap-like structure and this is how it looks like. So you can say that epiglottis is a flap-like structure which prevents the entry of food into the windpipe, and this is very, very important. Now the question is that what name is given to the outer covering of lungs? So we have few options. First is the neurolema, second is the sarcolema, third option is pleura, and fourth is none of them. So the correct answer is the C part, that is pleura, because we all know that the membrane, outer membrane that surrounds the lungs is called as pleura. Because sarcolema is the outer membrane of the muscle and neurolema is the outer membrane of the nerve cell. So our correct option is C, that is pleura. Now we have draw the structure of stomata, right, and also write its function that it performs in respiration that occurs in plants. See, you all know that the stomata are the tiny pore-like structures which are present in the leaf of plant. And how they look like? They look like this. That is, they have the guard cells which are further surrounded by the epidermal cells, and the guard cells, they enclose a small pore, that is the stomatal pore, and when this pore gets open or it closes, it enables the gaseous exchange. So the function of stomata is the gaseous exchange that occurs in the plants. So I think the structure is clear and even the function is clear to you now. Now we have a structure and it is being asked in the question that you need to identify the structure and also write its function. So the given structure is the voice box, that is larynx. And we all know that it is sound producing organ which is present in us. Now how sound is produced in it? See, the larynx possess the vocal cords. So when we inhale the air, those vocal cords vibrate and accordingly the sound is produced. So I think it's clear. Now the next question is that list the characteristics that are found in lungs that make it act as the efficient respiratory organ. So that means we have to list the characteristics of the ideal respiratory organ. See, it has the thin membrane, it has the permeable membrane, it has the large surface area, and even the blood supply is high, that means it is vascular, and even the membrane is permeable. So all these 5 factors make the lungs to act as the efficient respiratory organ. Now the question is, how frog respire? What kind of respiration is shown by frog? So frog can actually respire through different modes. It can respire through its skin, that means it can show cuticular respiration, right? Secondly, it can respire through gills also. It possesses gills also, so that means it shows branchial respiration also. It also possesses lungs, so that means the another mode can be pulmonary respiration. So all 3 modes are present in frog, and frog can respire through these 3 different modes, that is the skin and through gills and also through lungs. Now the next question is, why carbon monoxide gas is called as a poisonous gas? See, carbon monoxide is quite poisonous for us because if in case we inhale that gas, it combines with our respiratory pigment, that is hemoglobin, and forms a defective complex, and that defect is carboxyhemoglobin. And due to the formation of that complex, we feel suffocated, and even if the condition becomes worse, then we may die also. That is the reason carbon monoxide is poisonous as well as it is a fatal gas. Now the question is, how exchange of gases occur in case of plants? Because they don't have lungs, they don't have gills or other respiratory organs. So how the exchange of gases occur in them? So in them, for the gases exchange, there are minute pore-like structures present. They are called as stomata. And as you can see that these pores are present in the leaf, and they actually possess the guard cells enclosing a pore. So whenever there is opening or closing of pore, accordingly the gases are exchanged, right? So that means stomatas are meant for the exchange of gases. That means stomata helps in the gaseous exchange in case of plants. Also, there are lenticels present. This is how the lenticels look like. Lenticels are actually loosely arranged mass of cells which are found in the bark of tree, and again they help in the gaseous exchange. Now the question is, why the rate of respiration is higher in the aquatic organisms if we compare them with terrestrial organisms? See, we are terrestrial organisms, right? So how we are going to respire, or from where we are going to get the oxygen? Obviously, we are going to get it from the atmosphere, and the concentration of oxygen is quite high in the atmosphere, and due to which it moves inside us, or you can say we inhale it. But if we compare its concentration with the water, so the aquatic animals, they withdraw oxygen from the water. That is the oxygen which is already present in the dissolved state in water. So they have to extract the oxygen from the water, which is comparatively low. Obviously, it is going to be comparatively low if we compare its concentration with the oxygen which is present in the atmosphere. That is the reason the aquatic organisms, they show higher rate of respiration if we compare them with us, that is the terrestrial organisms. Now the question is, how fishes obtain oxygen from water? We know that fishes are aquatic organisms, and all aquatic organisms for respiration require oxygen. We know that fishes are the aquatic organisms, and all aquatic organisms take oxygen which is already there in water in dissolved form. So fishes take water into their mouth and force it to pass through their gills. While it passes, the oxygen is extracted from the water, and then it is taken up by the blood, and then it is distributed in whole body. So this is how fishes obtain oxygen. To check your understanding and learning of the concepts, go to our practice test. So with this, we finish the second part of life process, that is respiration. And thank you for watching this video.